backgrounds. Let's just zip through this and get back to other things like branches. Hi everyone, I'm Catherine, the artist behind Bigelow Fine Arts. I'm continuing my journey through the Enchanted Forest, following the trail and enjoying fresh raspberries as I seek the mystery that awaits in the castle at the center of the forest. I spy two cute long-tailed oven birds watching me as I enjoy the berries. I'm going to zip through this background because really, who wants to sit there and watch a sky turn blue? Might as well watch a pot boil. I'm starting with a base layer of cobalt blue. This is a strong blue, so I want to keep the layer as smooth as I can, as hard line marks will be harder to hide later. So will inconsistent circles and dark spots. Best to get them smoothed out now than fight with it later. This background is of course totally optional. I like working one up because I like the end effect. Okay, so I don't like working on them, but I like the end effect enough to do them. Plus, I have a matching blue circle background on the facing page, and this will help the pages match more. For my setup, I already went through with a pencil and lightly scribed a circle around the whole page, tracing the lid to a large container. It took several trials to find something the size I want. I wanted some elements to stick out, but not too many. If this is your first time here, welcome. Otherwise, welcome back. This is part of a series and I have the playlist linked above in the cards, but feel free to jump right in here, grab your colors, and come color this background with me. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button so you can catch the rest of the color along. On to the next layer, and I am using sky blue. I think there was something wrong with my pencil because it kept shattering when I sharpened it. Good thing I had an extra, but how annoying. I know it was the pencil because it has done this to me before, no matter what sharpener I used. I know my current sharpener is getting dull, but none of my other pencils have shattered that way while using this pencil sharpener. Oh well, more layers and a new pencil that didn't shatter when I sharpened it. I'll be working on the branch after the sky, so feel free to skip ahead using the timestamps below if you've seen enough. onto the branch, and I come in with a base layer of walnut brown. I keep it light on the top of the branch and darker where I think the shadows would be. Mostly this is on the bottom of the branch, but I also add in a little shadow beside each foot of the bird. I take the color all the way down to the leaves. I now want to blend the color with warm gray 4. I keep the color mostly to the bottom as well, since I want to blend the shadows at the bottom. I bring the gray up about halfway, if not a little more, but I leave the top light. I blend in Bistre over the whole branch. This is to give a uniform color to the whole branch rather than just one stripe of color, and it adds in another layer on the lighter section of the branch. And finally for the top, I come in with the warm gray too, and I blend in the top of the branch. I want all of the colors to blend together and the tooth of the paper to be filled in as best I can. As always, I am keeping my layers light and just adding in as many layers as I need to get the effect I want. In this case, that is the tooth of the paper filled in. I decided I want my shadows to be just a little darker, so I came in with sepia and worked up the areas where I had placed extra walnut brown. This helped bring up the contrast a little more and pulled everything together. And that is it for this branch and background. Don't forget to work up the second half of the page. Again, it will work up the same as the first half of the page, unless you want something different. There will be more background, but I might try to space that out a little more so it isn't all in one large chunk. Thanks for joining me today on this adventure into the Enchanted Forest. Let me know below or on social media if you colored along. I'd love to know how your branch turned out. I want to thank you all so much for coming along and joining in with me on this coloring journey. I appreciate all my subscribers and look forward to more of you joining in and coloring along with me. Please like, share, and subscribe to help that happen. Until next time, happy coloring.